What's up guys, really quick video. I have no idea how it's so wonderful in this room because outside it's 22 degrees. I'm really confused. I don't know if the meters are broken in weather systems because it's saying it's 22 and it's warm in here, which never happens. Anyways, as the title of the video suggests, it's gonna be a pretty unique video, right? I'm gonna be talking about coffee as it is some kind of insane chemical, which it is to me, right? So, as usual, let's get started with a little bit of background. When I was 16, 17, maybe 15, maybe a little younger, 14, 15, I tried coffee, okay? I tried coffee. I was traveling with my parents somewhere probably, maybe we were having breakfast, but I remember me trying coffee once or two times in my life when I was around that age, and I didn't feel what was a big deal with it, as many teenagers wouldn't. And you know, it was really bitter, but I was fine with it, right? My body was fine. I just didn't feel anything. Maybe I felt a little awake, but that was that. As the years passed, I got into much more recreational drugs, and long story short, in the end of it, I got to a position in which I'm still now at, where I'm very sensitive, right? I'm jittery. I'm super sensitive to any chemical, and including coffee, right? I get pins and needles. I get very jittery, agitated. My heart beats to the point where I can hear it literally, like I don't know if it's in my ear, but anyways, I get crazy. I can get panic attacks much more easily when I'm drinking coffee, right? Which is the reason why I never really started drinking it. Even though I know that it doesn't have any harmful effects, even though I know that it's a very common thing to drink and there's nothing wrong with it, right? Especially after reading Scott Adams' book, how he puts coffee in this pedestal, you know, like it's like a very good everyday thing that you could have in your life, because the only downfall it really could have is you running out of it, right? Like after you have been drinking coffee for years, if you don't have it, you're gonna get like a headache, right? But fortunately, in planet Earth, there's enough coffee to be produced for decades, if not centuries. So we don't have that problem. So what it's come down to, I tried coffee. I've been trying it here and there in a very scientific way, right? So I get coffee. I get the exact amount. I boil it. I make my coffee. It's a black coffee, obviously. I'm not gonna put anything else because I'm not trying to get pleasure out of it. I'm literally trying to use coffee to be able to focus for longer and have a more productive day, right? So my experiment went something like this. I put one coffee packet and this one that I get from the deli, and then I put it into fours. Okay, I put it into fours, and then I made coffee with it, right? And then I drank that glass. So it's like basically having a 1/4 of a very weak drink, right? And I still got weird. My phone is ringing. But then Tim Ferriss recommended this thing right here, mushroom coffee mix. Okay, so you know, he said the reason why I got it, you know, he made it look like it's going to be very strong, which is not what I want. But the reason I got it is because when I went to look it up in Amazon, there's some reviews saying that they didn't get jittery, they didn't get agitated by it, right? So sold. I bought it, and I did the same thing. It's a packet. So let me open it up for you. It's one packet. I take it out and I put the powder in fours. I literally like make into foil bundles of 4 powders, right? And then I keep it there, right? To make it as little as possible for me to get like hooked on this shit and make it like a morning thing. You know, where's my morning coffee? I never want to be those guys. If you are, no judgment to you, but it's not just what I'm trying to go for. The thing I'm trying to go for with this, and the reason why I'm doing it so measured, is because or that's wrong sentence, is because I just want to be able to wake up in the morning, I do my normal routine, you know, go to the gym, come back, meditate, all that stuff, and I start working. And after afternoon, I have my meal, which is probably like rice-based, sometimes pasta. By like 4 o'clock, I start to get a little sluggish. Usually by 2 also. 2 o'clock, I don't get sluggish I'm not getting tired, but I get like kind of not as productive. Period. Okay, and not as focused, right? I'm a little slower. I'm working at a more like a pace that's working and learning at the same time, figure things out here and there. I'm not like executing one by one, right? That's when I want to have a drink that'll get me back up. That's all it is. Now, by get back up, I don't even want to get more focused than I was in the morning. Right? I hope you follow me here. I want to be able to wake up and be stable, and when I'm starting to go down, just come back to here again. You get it? So it's kind of hard. The reason it's hard is because I would expect myself, or I would want to feel a little boost because it feels good. It feels good. Coffee is euphoric, right? I realized this. Like I had this and I was euphoric. I was saying all these good things. I was writing, journaling. I was happy. It's just euphoric. It is. I don't know why people don't talk about it like that. You know, they just say, yeah, you get more awake. You are euphoric on coffee, right? It makes you actually enjoy the work, which is why I want to take it carefully, because I have so much experience with all these other shit that's so damn euphoric. So I'm going to treat it the same way, right? If you're somebody, you know, who have been drinking coffee, it's a normal thing. Obviously, I don't even know why you're watching this video. It's not for a normal human being here, right here, if you haven't realized that by now. All I'm trying to get to, my point being, is just where I was before, right? So I don't want to even feel like I'm getting a boost, right? If I'm feeling like, holy shit, this feels good, I'm at it, it's a bit too much. I have to tone it down a little bit more until it's like, here, I got a big, perfect analogy for you. You know when you're working out and you're benching and you're having a hard time, and some people help you, and some people help you just by a bit, and it just like helps you a lot, and they're like, yeah, I just barely touched it. Like, that's how it is with workout. You know, if you bench before, you know what I'm talking about. But then there's some friends who, after a while working with you, they literally like barely even touch it. Like, you're just like almost pissed, like this guy's barely helping, but you push through and you forget that he's helping, and all the little bits you have left pushes through and you make it. That's what I want this thing to do for me, right? I have it such a little dose that I just get back to where I want. I just want to emphasize that point because that's my main goal with this, right? So, without further ado, this did it for me. All right, now, mind you, I haven't tried a whole lot of stuff. There's normal coffee I tried from the fucking deli. There's Dunkin' Donuts I tried even before that, and that was horrible. Like, I couldn't sleep till like 4 a.m. I took it like in the afternoon. I couldn't sleep till 4 a.m. and still had to lie down. It was insane. And it was fucking crazy. Anyways, all the things I feared from coffee happened in one shot with the Dunkin' Donuts one. And the deli one was normal, but I still got weird. This one, it works, okay? It's not as powerful. Tim Ferriss makes it sound like, you know, it's gonna, in his own words, light you up like a Christmas tree, but that doesn't happen, okay? I felt like light you up with the Christmas tree was with the freaking Dunkin' Donuts coffee. That's what, like, I feel like I could run for days. But this works in my opinion because it doesn't get me jittery, okay? It might be because I'm not taking the whole thing. I don't recommend somebody taking the whole fucking packet in one drink, which I think most people will do. But I take it in fours, right? 1/4 of one packet, and I drink it. Probably gonna start this like 3-4 times a week, and you know, same thing. And I'm gonna give you an update on how it feels. So far, I just taken 2. You know, in the last week, I taken 2 doses. I haven't finished one packet yet, and yeah, it's a little bit more expensive. It's like $12 for 10 packets. So I guess compared to normal coffee, this is very expensive. It's like more than $1 a packet. But if you're talking about me, one packet is gonna run me like, I don't know, at least a week. Okay, at least a week, and that's $1 a week, so it's not that bad. $4 a month. It's gonna be run me like a couple of months. So guys, I hope that helped. This is my little review on mushroom coffee, lion's mane, and there's 2 of the different ones in Amazon if you get it. I'll put a link down below. But yeah, you can try that out. Peace.